Good morning all, Uncle Roddus here again with another video vlog thingy. This is my weekly random CD picks off the shelves that Mrs. Roddus has picked for me late last night. It's a pretty cool overcast day here today. I am hoping to get out in the garden, but I don't feel particularly inspired. It's not warm out there and there's no sun, and we are expecting rain, so I just might have to sit in here and listen to music instead. In the background I have playing this Commerci Washington, the epic 3 CD monstrosity of wonderful jazz music. It's I've seen this being posted a lot on the Facebook pages and it's been highly recommended, and my friend is absolutely blown away by it, and I am very impressed as well. So I've been spinning that since last night, and yeah, that is really cool, and that is now on my shopping list. So our weekly draw from the shelves, kicking off first up with this little gem, Transparency Records, Sun Ra Orchestra live at Myron's Ballroom, Los Angeles, 1981. 3 CDs of live recordings. Not sure of the quality of this one because I haven't heard it for quite a while. Transparency did quite a large number of recordings, soundboard recordings and audience recordings from various concerts from the late 70s into the 80s, and they vary greatly in quality, sound quality, from almost unlistenable to very impressive, especially some of the bigger box sets. There is things like the 28 CD box set live in Detroit, 1980-81. There's also another one, 10 CD box set live at the Horseshoe in Canada. So yeah, they did a lot of them, and some of them are really cool and some of them aren't so cool, but that's the first CD. The second one I'm not quite so familiar with either. This is a band called the Stone Age Hearts, and the album is Guilty as Sin. Now this is an Alive record CD. I bought a whole bunch of them. They had some CD bundles for like ridiculously cheap price, even getting them shipped over from the States, and I got like 10 CDs for 20 bucks. Something ridiculous like that. Unfortunately, the reason they were bundled is because they're not particularly good. So I had to listen to several of them, and some of them were okay, but there wasn't anything particularly outstanding. But this one here is okay, I guess, from memory. You all know what that is. This is the 1987 CD issue, so it's pretty much the first one that came out on CD. I have since purchased the 2015 remaster on CD with the bonus discs of the extra material, I think. So yeah, anyway, great album, fantastic album. Led Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti. We managed to get into the John Zorn section again. This is what album is this? New Transitions in East Asian Bar Bands, John Zorn. This is a very early John Zorn. This is the 1997 Zadok reissue on CD, but this is an album that he recorded. Let me see. It doesn't tell me when it was recorded, and I probably should know. Anyway, so not particularly familiar with that one, to be honest. Haven't had a decent listen to it. The World of Arthur Russell. I think she's actually pulled this one before, so sorry if it's a repeat, but can't remember all of them. So yeah, this is a compilation of stuff. Arthur Russell was he played a violin, cello, something, yeah, a little bit different, and these bands were kind of like, there's a bunch of different bands here. Dinosaur, L, Lola, Loose Joints, and solo stuff. Indian Ocean, so some of it's quite kind of mutant disco in some ways. So Soul Jazz Records released that one. So she's picked out some Bob Dylan. Again, most people will have a pretty good idea what this is, of course. The Basement Tapes. I've got the new one they released last year up the back there. I don't think you can probably see it on camera. Up the top there, the Complete Basement Tapes Bootleg Series Volume 11, which is pretty impressive. So all of that's pretty much on it. Some blues for us. Hound Dog Taylor. This is just awesome. This guy was fantastic. This was his second album. I think, I'm pretty sure it was the second one. If I can find the catalogue number. It doesn't actually have it. So this is Alligator Records. This is a reissue, obviously, of the original vinyl from 1974. Now, Hound Dog Taylor was, you know, a really raw Chicago blues. I think it was Chicago. I'm sure he was. Blues rocker, man, and he was playing a live gig, and this guy Chris, and I can't remember his last name now. Is it Chris? Anyway, the fellow who started Alligator Records saw this fella playing live, saw Hound Dog live, was absolutely blown away, as he should be, and he started a record label up to release his first album. This isn't the first album, I'm pretty sure it's the second one from memory. The first one's better, and I don't have it at the moment. I used to have it on vinyl, but Hound Dog is, now, I used to listen to a lot of George Thorogood. I mean, it was all over the radio when I was younger. This guy, George Thorogood basically ripped this guy off big time. If you ever hit, if you're into George Thorogood, have a listen to this guy. I don't listen to George Thorogood anymore because he just pales in comparison. Next up, she's hit the compilation section, and this is an early Uncut CD from the Uncap magazine. So this is, I guess, July 1999. I actually picked this up second hand in the shop to help sort of flesh out my Uncut collection, because I've got probably 150 Uncut CDs. So there's some good stuff. A lot of Americana, especially back in those days, on the CDs. But there's also some stuff like The Fall and Pavement, Kevin Ayers, Art of Noise, Calexico. Yeah, there's some good stuff on the MC5, kick out the jams. So the earlier CDs from Uncut, they had a lot bigger variety between older and newer stuff, which I really liked. So I found I was picking up on a lot of older music that I hadn't been exposed to before, so that was really cool. And then getting introduced to some of the new Americana stuff that was coming out at the time, which was really cool. Their CDs are all pretty much new music nowadays. I actually stopped subscribing to the magazine, it got a bit boring. Another compilation CD, this is a Rough Trade, from Rough Trade Shops, Counterculture 1976. So they did a whole lot of compilations, and I'm assuming they still do. They used to release one Counterculture CD, double CD of tracks from the year's best records that they were picking from out of their shops. And this is another compilation that they did. So 1976. So there's a lot of punky stuff on here. We've got 101ers, The Damned, The Saints, Patti Smith, Bootsy Collin, which isn't punk but from the same time. So yeah, it's quite a mix, Flaming Groovy. So yeah, it goes from punk, then back to Ramones, then a bit of reggae, there's Aswad, then The Resident, so it gets pretty weird. And then you've got things like Candy Staten, Young Hearts Run Free, which kind of like is a disco thing. So there's a real mix on here of stuff. I actually haven't listened to this for a long time, probably only played it once or twice. And then another one she just hit out of the compilation, didn't stray very far from that area, but this is actually a very good CD. This is Song of America. This is a triple various artist CDs, and in a chronological sense it picks up right back from the way word go in America with some Red Indian music, Lakota Dream Song, and then it moves on to some of the early songs from the Civil War and stuff. So there's lots of stuff here that people will be familiar with. Yankee Doodle Dandy, God Save the King, interesting. There's a version of Sometimes I Feel Like a Motherless Child by a lady called Beth Nielsen Chapman on here, which is a fantastic version of that song. I mean, I was familiar with, of course, Richie Havens' version from Woodstock, but this is really good. It goes right the way through up to the modern stuff with covers of things like Ohio, The Message, Streets of Philadelphia. Yeah, now this is, and then it covers a really big range of folky and traditional music from America. I can't recommend this highly enough, and the recording quality is stunning. Quite a lot of notes in that. So yeah, this was reviewed and uncut, and I actually picked up a copy of it, and I use it. Sometimes I use it for when I go to the stereo shops to listen to equipment for demo nights. I take it with me because the clarity of some of the recordings is pretty outstanding, especially that Motherless Child song, which is just brilliant. So that's my picks. Well, that's the random picks off the shelf for the week. So I went into the town yesterday and bought some vinyl as well. I had some chores to do, and I inevitably ended up in the record shop, as I always do, and spent probably far more money than I should have been. So anyway, I shall be doing another video on that. Thank you, and have a nice day.